Hey there to all my social media family. Listen, it's your girl, it's Lady A. If you have not taken a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I want you to pause for the calls right now and subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you will catch every video that I'm going to send your way in these upcoming months, because they are literally going to be life changing. All right. So take a moment to do that. Listen, I am always trying to encourage people to live a healthy lifestyle so that you can be good for yourself and good for everybody else that you come in contact with. That's why I rest heavy on you taking care of yourself, you being in healthy relationships with your family members and different things of that nature. But over the last couple of years, I want to kind of bring, I had to face some reality about some things about myself, and then for me coaching and mentoring other women, some things that I've heard them say to me. So I kind of put together just a few of the most common traits that I saw. I'm going to kind of touch on those matters because I believe that in order to correct the behavior, you definitely have to confront it. And there are some things in your life that you're going to have to confront, and confront them immediately so that you can correct them, so that you can have an amazing, and I mean an amazing, not just 2022, but an amazing life. All right. So here's one of the things that was highly on the list. It was that imposter syndrome. That imposter syndrome. So many people were pretending to be somebody who they were not. And when I say that, I mean that also in a way that some people were pretending to be healthy and they wasn't healthy. Some people were pretending like, oh, I'm fine, everything's good, and that was not the truth about them. And then I had some people who were out there making it seem like their life was much bigger on pictures and on lives and putting stuff on social media than their life actually really was. So they were imposters. They were maybe getting a lump sum of money and out living lavish for the moment, but that's not their true lifestyle. And they were taking these pictures and posting these pictures as if, hey, I really got this going on. This is me. This is how I'm living. This and this and this and that. And those were just a few stolen moments, in the words of Whitney Houston. That's all that really was. But that's not your life. So that's that imposter syndrome. And a lot of times people do that because they're trying to impress other people. You know, when you're standing in front of a car and you're trying to act like that car is yours, but we know that car really is not yours. That's part of that imposter syndrome. You're trying to put something out. You're putting out a fake narrative. You're trying to put something out there that really doesn't exist. And you're doing that because you're trying to impress other people. And you can't live your life doing that, because if you start off doing that, then every time you turn around, you're going to be doing that. You're going to be trying to go places that you can't really afford to go to. You're going to be trying to take certain pictures to give a certain look, and that's not you. And don't you get yourself caught up, entangled in that type of web. Live your life on the level that you are on at the best that you can. Don't you get yourself caught up in that. Another thing people deal with a lot is fear. Now, that was really the number one thing that I got from a lot of people was fear. People are fearful of change. People are fearful to get out and do new things because you don't know what it has to hold. And you cannot live your life paralyzed by fear of the unknown. There's people who won't taste certain foods. Oh, I don't really like that. Well, how you know you don't like it? You haven't even tasted it. Oh, I just don't really want to try. You're not even willing to get out and try nothing because you are fearful of what might happen, because your mind automatically goes to something negative. When you get a phone call, somebody say, hey, the boss wants to see you, you automatically think, okay, what did I do wrong? You're not thinking, oh, they may be bringing me in there to congratulate me on something, because that's how we always think. We go to the negative first. And because you're letting that fear just override everything else about you, you look at everything in a negative way. And you can't live your life like that. Some things you're going to literally have to step out on faith on. Some things you're going to, you're going to get to the song used to say, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to. Sometimes when you get to that edge, you're going to have to let somebody just push you off so that you can know that, hey, hitting rock bottom ain't always bad. Sometimes you got to hit rock bottom so you can know where I need to start from. But you have to get over that fear. Now, I am very fearful of heights. Extremely fearful of heights. So one day, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make myself go somewhere and do maybe a bungee jump or something. I'm going to make myself do something like that. So even if listen, this is what I say. I don't want to do, because I think I might use the bathroom on myself. That's how scared I am of it. But I am literally, may have to put on a pamper or something, but I'm going to make myself go somewhere and do something like that so I can just get over that. Because what I realize is that if I hold fear in that one area, that fear can start to take over other parts of my life. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want fear having no part of me. Now, I'm not saying be crazy. Don't use wisdom. Don't use conscience. But I'm saying don't you let fear paralyze you to where you don't never want to try anything new. You don't want to step out and start the business. You don't want to start a new relationship because you are fearful. We haven't been given the spirit of fear, but been given the spirit of power. So remember that. And then here's something else. Oh my God. You have to get back to trusting yourself. Remember, you were growing up, you had that gut feeling. Your grandmama used to talk about, baby, I just had a gut feeling that something just wasn't right. You have to get back to where you can trust yourself. Because when you stop trusting yourself, you open yourself up to all kind of foolishness. You start doubting yourself. Well, was that what? Well, maybe he really didn't mean that when he said, or maybe she really didn't. You start playing all those kind of mind games with yourself because you no longer trust yourself. You know when something's not right. And stop overriding that to try to make an excuse for somebody else's behavior. If something's not right, it's just not right. And it may be something that you need to just back away from. But you got to learn how to trust you again. You have to be able to count on you. Okay, I know what I saw. I know what I heard. Let me get an explanation to be for sure that this is what this person may have meant or whatever. You can always get a confirmation to something. But learn to trust yourself and what you're feeling and what you're seeing. Always being wise about it. But start trusting yourself again. Then here's something else. Oh my God, especially with social media. People do a lot of materialistic marketing. A lot of materialistic marketing. People always want to show what they got. They always want to show what they. I've never seen, never ever in life until now, you've seen people when they start posting their credit report. Remember, nobody wasn't showing you what their credit score was. Nobody wasn't really sharing with you what they were making. Now people show you every single. They show you when they going to the store. They show you when they buying some toilet tissue. They showing you when they buying a new coat. They showing you when they buy some shoes. Everything has become so materialistic that it's crazy. And if you're not careful, you'll get wrapped up in that because what you see creates your desires. And that's how you can sit at home and you can watch people on vacation. And then all of a sudden you mad and you sad because you don't ever go nowhere and you deserve to be living. And you'll start wanting that kind of stuff. You'll see people out shopping, buying all these expensive designer clothes. Some of this stuff they can't even pronounce, but they buying all this stuff. And you're sitting at home and you're watching it. Now you saying, oh, I want me a Balenciaga. You can't even pronounce the word. But you seeing it. And now that desire to have it is being created in you. Because all this is just materialistic marketing. And let me tell you something. It's okay to have nice things. It's okay to have nice things. But you don't want to govern your life by just chasing behind things. Because at some point, those things have no value. When you're lonely and you're laying up in the bed and you want to mate all that, you can't bring that sweater in the bed with you to make you feel better. You can't park those shoes next to you in your bed and thinking that's going to make you feel better. When you sad and you're depressed, looking over at some Gucci sneakers, that ain't going to make you feel better. You're going to put them on and maybe be cute, but that ain't going to do nothing to your heart. So don't allow yourself to get caught up in this materialistic marketing to where you're throwing your balances off as far as your bank accounts and your mental stability. All that's being thrown off by what you are seeing. Don't get yourself caught up in nothing like that. All right. And then also don't do this. So many people are now literally just giving up. They're just giving up. And I'm just running some things past you that I hear people say in from coaching them and some things I've been through. Some people have just given up in life. They're like, okay, well, I'm at a certain age now. I had a good run. I did what I did. And, this is how it turned out. And I am where I am. I'll probably never get that house out there by the lake. I'll probably never get me a nice car. I'm just going to settle, just living right here in this apartment. And, it is what it is. I had a good run. It's over with. You can't be like that. Because as long as you're living, God has given you the ability to still go after every dream and every desire that you have. And you cannot just sit back and say, oh, woe is me. This is life. Because life is not over yet. And stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. It ain't over. You still got some time ahead of you. Not as much time, but you still got time to make some things happen in your life. But until you learn to confront these thoughts and correct them, you're going to be held prisoner in your own mind. And all I simply want you to do is just think about some of these things that I've said on here And if you fall victim to that, then what you want to do is, okay, boom. I'm tired of faking like I'm somebody else. I am me, and I am beautiful. I'm uniquely made. This is who I am. You see what I'm saying? If you like something nice, it don't have to have a designer name on it. It can be something from Target, something from Walmart. It ain't about what you're wearing. It's all about how you wear it and your personality. So do what's best for you is what you're going to have to do. But in order to break that mental cycle, you have to confront those things and write them out. Things that you know that are not healthy for you. And when you write out those things that are not healthy for you, right on the other side of those things, I want you to write out what you're going to do to replace them. So instead of me being lazy, I'm going to write out a schedule every day of things I need to do, and I'm going to get them did. You know, like when I wash my clothes, I'm going to fold them and put them up all on the same day. See, simple little things like that. I'm not looking to be materialistic. I don't need that type of life like that. I can still have a good life without all those things. So whenever you write down what you're going to confront, write down how you're going to correct them. And that's how you bring the balance back to your life. It's simply by confronting those things and correcting them. Because once you begin to think differently about yourself, you'll begin to behave differently. A great poet once said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you're thinking about yourself, you are manifesting that. So I want you to take some time and write out what's going on with me. Because I'm going to confront them and I'm going to correct them so that I can have an amazing life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like these. See you soon.